superstar.
Yo, superstar.
He's dating Taylor fucking Swift, and they might
Dating
have a kid.
They should have a kid. They should.
That would be a great kid.
Performing, like, having 8 catches a game, and then like halftime, he's doing the halftime show in like 24 years.
And then he would go like do a duet with he would go do something with Quavo right after.
Yeah, and perform
have like
at halftime.
top 10 hits and a TikTok song.
Dang, they need to have a kid if that's the case.
They gotta have a kid.
Okay, we have to begin with a rumor so outrageous it'll blow your mind. Taylor Swift is officially single again and just dropped a bombshell today on Instagram that's got everyone talking. She posted a handwritten note revealing that she and Travis have decided to go their separate ways after a lot of thought and reflection. The Swifties are still picking their jaws up off the floor, but here's the kicker: she's not just heartbroken, she's turning it into music. Get ready, because she's about to drop a new album, and no, it's not Reputation. Mark your calendars for Reverie, because this one's going to be epic. Taylor teased a bit of what's coming with a sneak peek at 6 track titles, and let me tell you, these collabs are insane. Think Candlelit Conversations with Gracie Abrams, Blush Stained, and hold on to your hats, The Night We Let Go with none other than Olivia Rodrigo. Fans are losing it, and honestly, who can blame them? The insiders are already speculating, and some think the whole album might be about Taylor and Travis's whirlwind romance and inevitable split, especially when you look at track 5, Unsent LeTTers, with those 2 capital T's. Coincidence? Probably not. Fans are also connecting the title of the last song to the breakup. So what's your move? You better get your Lavender Haze outfits ready. We know we'll be counting down the days to Reverie. Alright, before we get any deeper, this whole Taylor breaking up with Travis thing? Yup, you guessed it. April Fools! That's right, people. Just a little harmless prank to keep you on your toes. You didn't think Taylor would let go of Travis that easily, did you? Turns out, the only thing she's dropping is a new album, and not her boyfriend. Who wouldn't want a breakup album with Taylor's signature drama and collaborations? Seriously, how do you top that level of stunt-pulling? But let's get back to the matter at hand. In other news, Travis Kelce is over here taking a break from the public spotlight as he gears up for what might be his final NFL season. Yup, this guy's like, let's focus on winning, not on getting papped with Taylor at the latest dinner spot. Insiders are whispering that Travis is dialing down the Taylor time and focusing on football. He's determined to squeeze in one last championship win before he calls it a day. Because let's be honest, no one wants to go out on a losing streak, especially after last season's Super Bowl smackdown. Apparently, Travis is all about staying under the radar to keep distractions at bay, especially those created by the high-profile Taylor romance. Can you blame the guy? The dude only logged 823 receiving yards and 3 touchdowns last season, both career lows. Maybe he's been busy worrying about who's wearing what at the latest event instead of catching passes, right? So, now he's putting all his energy into training, and from the sound of it, his focus is sharper than a linebacker on a mission. Don't worry though, Taylor's all for it. She's not mad about him pulling back from the limelight. They've learned that too much attention can mess with your game, whether it's football or, well, whatever Taylor does with her 700 albums. And hey, we know Taylor doesn't mind. She's probably just plotting the next 20 songs about their amazing relationship and making millions off of it. Looks like Kelce's just looking to avoid another Super Bowl disaster. This time, no distractions, no more bad days at the office, only touchdowns and, well, maybe some time with Taylor when he wins. Alright, so Taylor and Travis are taking things to the next level, and it's not just about touchdown passes or album drops. These two are eyeing Montana for their next big move. Yep, you heard it. Montana. As in wide open spaces, breathtaking views, and probably zero paparazzi. They spent a super romantic weekend there, and now they're all about putting down roots in the Treasure State. And no, they're not talking about a backyard garden. We're talking about multi-million-dollar estates. Because why not? The insiders are buzzing that this is the couple's first real joint property purchase, and let me tell you, that's a big deal in celebrity land. It's like moving from dating to sharing a Netflix account, except with fancier real estate, of course. Here's where it gets good. Montana is their happy place. Apparently, it's got that perfect mix of I want to live like a regular person and I'm rich and famous, so let's go big. Travis is from Missouri, and Taylor's been hopping between places like New York and London, so Montana might seem like a left field move, but in a world where everyone's trying to keep up with them, a little privacy in big sky country sounds pretty sweet. And let's face it, no one's going to question a Montana mansion when you're Taylor and Travis, right? The insiders hint that they'll likely keep their other properties, because who can say no to more houses when you're living that A-list lifestyle? Now the juicy part. Where exactly will they settle down? Is it Big Sky with all its wildlife and celebrities? Or maybe Paradise Valley, where stars like Peter Fonda and Jeff Bridges have called home? Either way, they're keeping it classy, but let's be real. If there's a housewarming party, the guest list will probably include more footballs and glitter than any of us could handle. Stay tuned though, because these two are still house hunting, so let the mansion rumors roll in. Alright, so we've got Montana real estate gossip, but now let's talk about the next big move for Taylor and Travis. Baby names. You didn't think they'd just stop at buying mansions, did you? Apparently, the insiders have been buzzing about possible baby names for the duo, and guess who's topping the charts? Yup, Travis Jr. is leading the pack because why not keep it in the family, right? Nothing screams legacy like passing on your name, especially when you're already a sports legend and pop superstar. Sources are saying that the idea of a Travis Jr. is getting some serious love, but don't worry, they're not ignoring their creative side. But hold on, because the competition is heating up. Another top contender for the name is Donna. Who knew, right? I mean, sure, it's not the first name you'd think of when you picture a future NFL heir or a pop princess, but hey, it's got that old school charm. Could Taylor be secretly a fan of vintage names? Or is this just the calm before the surprise name storm? Who knows, but Donna's got some serious odds. Then there's Jason. I mean, if they're going for something a little more classic but cool, Jason might just take the cake. I'm picturing little Jason running around in a tiny Chiefs jersey, singing Taylor's hits on repeat. Adorable, right? Regardless of the name, insiders are all about the couple keeping things fun and lighthearted with this baby name game. No matter what they choose, it's bound to be a name we'll all be saying a lot once baby Kelsey Swift starts stealing the spotlight. So, here's to Travis Jr., Donna, Jason, and whatever other name they might throw at us. After all the buzz about Travis and Taylor possibly naming their future baby Travis Jr., let's talk about how Taylor's relationship might just be causing some, shall we say, awkward silences in Travis's social circle. We all know love changes things, but did it really change Travis's friendship game that much? Well, it seems like Nick Wright, sports commentator and podcast host, has a few thoughts on that. Apparently, the once constant chatter between him and Travis has, well, pretty much disappeared. Now, Nick isn't saying that they've completely ghosted each other. No. He's just acknowledging that ever since Travis and Taylor started playing his relationship game at full speed, there's been less deep convos, fewer bro moments, and more, let's say, celebrity circus. Nick admitted in a podcast episode that the last time he and Travis talked was probably back when Travis was just an NFL star, not a globe-trotting, Swiftie magnet media sensation. Seems like the more famous you get, the fewer moments you have to catch up with your old pals, but hey, what's a little silence between friends, right? Especially when you're living that high-profile life. But don't go feeling too bad for Nick. He does get a little shout-out on Travis's New Heights podcast, so there's that. A little, hey, we still cool, right? Goes a long way. Of course, let's not forget the tragic Super Bowl parade incident that kind of derailed their plans to hang out in person. Couldn't even get their bro time back on track because, well, life had other plans. Here's the kicker, though. Nick totally gets it. He's not mad, he's just watching. He knows Travis's schedule's packed tighter than a drum between football, Swift concerts, and jet-setting to God knows where for photo ops. But still, with all this fame, it's gotta be tough to squeeze in time for old friends, especially when your romantic life is taking you on world tours and stadium lights. So while Travis may be all about Taylor these days, it looks like old buddies might just need to wait their turn in the VIP section. And for Nick, well, the next time Travis pops up for a quick chat, we bet he'll be asking for a little more than a shout-out on a podcast. That's all for this video, folks. See you next time.